Hey y'all, welcome to the podcast for people whose moms died by people whose moms died. It's called No Mama No Manual. I'm Teeahnah,
I'm Brittany.
and we are your hosts. Today we are talking about what?
Why them ladies left us with the men they left us with?
Yes, okay.
Maybe I shouldn't have worded it like that. I don't know that that's how we described it, but that was where my mind went. Lady, when you died, why?
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 Why? Okay, so we have two different experiences with our fathers, right? So we're both only children. Yeah, we're both only children. My daddy had kids though, but your parents was married, and mine broke up through me on a Christmas one time on the telephone. So we have very different.
I didn't know that.
It was so traumatizing.
I didn't know that.
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Mm.
trauma, and so me and him just got cool like December
Of last year.
of last year. My mom been dead for it's gonna be 7 years.
Yeah.
And we just got cool. And it was random. So we went to we were supposed to have lunch. I had agreed to I guess our relationship softened up a little bit once his mama died because then he understood what the hell I was going through.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it it was like, okay, you get it. Okay, cool. You get it. So after I think like the first Mother's Day he went through without my grandma, he texted me. He had never texted me or checked on me on a Mother's Day, on my mama's
Hmm.
birthday, none of that.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, okay, he get it. And I think that maybe I could find it somewhere in my heart to forgive him. Not just for him, not just for the sake of like our relationship, but like for the sake of everything that's kind of hinged on our relationship, like dating and all the things. And so I was like, okay, T, you got to do something, and it's very clear that that 70-year-old man is not gonna do it. And so I was like, okay, cool. So we had agreed to do a lunch last year. And it so happened that I was getting my new car that day. So I'm like, yo, can you ride with me to get the new car? And then that turned into an entire day ordeal, like 12 hours of
Hmm.
time. And
Together.
together, me and my dad, we just spent a lot of time together that day. And we ended the day at a pizza bar. So we went and we got some pizza. We had a beer or two. And I made him take a shot. I was like, I need you to take a shot real quick. He was like, a shot? I'm like, what, you scared or something? My daddy one of them real competitive niggas. He'll take too kindly to the challenges. So I'm like, what? Like, you scared? You don't take those shots?
Not you made your daddy pass out. You got your daddy black out
First of
drunk?
all, that nigga drinks. No, he was fine. Like you drink. I know you're not scared of no shot. You didn't down 8 beers. You cool. You be alright. And so I made him take a shot and I asked him, yo, that first year when my mama died, why did you not come to the heart walk on her
Mm,
birthday? I needed, like, there was no way I could
mm,
move forward in any type of relationship with him without getting the answer to that question. And because that was a
mm,
very big deal for me. Like, that was the first birthday, that was the first thing I was experiencing
mm-hmm.
without her since she had passed. And I invited him explicitly. Like, I asked you to come. You didn't, not only did you not come, you didn't say shit to me. I ain't like that. And so he understood why I had him take a shot first. Because, nigga, I tell the truth in this pizza
Mm-hmm.
place. And his thing was, he was like, I was scared. I didn't want you to see me cry.
Mm. I ain't gonna lie to beat him up, but
I thought about
how
it.
did
It
you feel about that answer?
was some
Yeah, that answer
bullshit.
pissed me off.
It was some
Yeah,
bullshit. Because what the fuck
I
do you
wanted
think
that to be
I've been
better.
doing? I've been
Yeah.
crying this whole time. And you just figured because I've been good this far, I be straight.
Yeah.
Don't make me punch you in your mouth, old man. But knowing him, I'm certain that was a very, very hard truth to admit. Like, even though it's a truth that I hate and think is dumb, that does not make it not his truth.
Yeah. Not his truth.
And so the adulty side of me is just like, you need therapy bad. But I understand that this is your truth. And I'm sure it was very hard admitting that because he's not a person that tells the truth very often. Like, he lies a lot, unfortunately. Or maybe we don't call it, they're lies though. I'm sorry, they're lies. There have been very many untruths that I've heard about from other people. Yeah. People who have no reason to make up these stories. Why would they lie on you?
Baby, if you want the past told a certain way, your behavior should reflect that.
Okay? That's it.
Don't be mad at me for telling the story.
Don't be mad at me for telling the story.
You played the role you played. Yeah.
And that is what it is. And so, like, there are many untruths that he told. And so for him to tell the truth in that moment, as bullshit as it was the truth. And I appreciated that. And so I've been trying to be a bit more gentle because I have gone to therapy and I have been working on myself, and I can handle me, and I can handle how I act and react even if he cannot. And so in working to better our relationship, I talked to him the other day, and actually on the anniversary of his mom's death, I called him. Apparently, he had gone to the urgent care earlier that day with high blood pressure and headaches. So I was fully expecting him to be at home when I called. That nigga was at the bar.
He's doing the best he can. Okay.
I'm certain. But I had to tell him, yo, do you realize you're the only parent I have left? Yeah. Get your shit together, is what I said.
Yeah.
He was like,
yeah,
you right. Don't piss me off, Al. Don't piss me off. But it's just like, dog, I am literally trying so hard. But like, this is what I have left to work with. Bitch, I am frustrated. Because we're backtracking. Like, we can't even really move forward for real in the relationship portion because I have to make up for lost fucking time. I gotta figure out, I'm just now trying to remember the nigga birthday. I know it's in April. I'm getting closer and closer to remembering what day it is. But I used to just wait for my sister to send me a text message to say, yo, today is Dad's birthday. I'm getting there. But I cannot believe that this is what my mama left me with. I just know she could have done better. I don't know.
Will you? Don't nobody feel you, I do. My daddy cool.
That's good.
But he wasn't when my mama was sick. So like my parents were married, and then my dad just kind of left me hanging when it came time to like take care of my mom. He just couldn't handle it, so he just disappeared. It was the craziest thing ever. It was just the craziest thing ever. I remember just being very angry. I was a very angry youth, as our man who lost that rap battle, as Kendrick Lamar said that one time. I was a very angry youth, and he got it together before she died. But I don't know if I ever told this story. I moved out. So when he moved back in, I moved out because I told my mom, I'm going to kill him. Like, my dog, because he just said and did, it was crazy. Like, when I tell you my daddy lost his mind when my mama got sick, my daddy lost his mind when my mama got sick. And so we were not on good terms. But my mom, she was dying. She wanted her husband to be there. She wanted her. So when he moved back in, I moved out. And she died a couple weeks later.
I did not know that.
Like, even at the funeral, we weren't speaking at the funeral.
I did know that.
We went in and I was like, I told him, I was like, we're going to do what we got to do. We're going to get through today. We hugged, we cried, we did all the things, but we got some things we still need to talk about. And we sat down and we hashed it out. We had some hard conversations, and I think ultimately I had to understand that that was his. My mom and my dad were together since they were 17 years old, and he didn't know what to do. He just didn't know what to do, so he just did everything wrong, right? But I don't know that he knew the right way to do it. So the adult in me had to kind of like compartmentalize and just recognize that, like, if she could forgive him as his wife, right, then I had to work through that. And we've been cool ever since. Like, that was when my dad stopped being like a father figure to me. I mean, he'll always be my dad, right? But like, me and my dad are cool because that just humanized my dad for me. He went from like Superman my whole life, right? He was my basketball coach. He was like Mr. Fix It, to just like, oh, he's a person, and he royally be fucking up sometimes, you know, royally, because it was bad. But grace, that's like what being in family and community is, right? And so I don't know that I handled everything right either when my mom was dying, because she was dying for such a long time, right? Like, it was like this long process of her dying.
I hate that for you.
And so it was awful. And so I just look back and I think, none of us got it all right. Like, my aunts didn't get it all. We just thought there's no way to get that right. It's a test and all the answers are fucking wrong. There's no right answer, right? Like, no matter what you pick, the answer's wrong. And so me and my dad were able to get through that. And so we cool now. And my dad, I told him, if you die, I'll kill you. We say that's how we say I love you now. That's really how we don't even really do the whole I love you thing. But like, if you die, I'll kill you. And he is jacked. He is almost 60 years old. He has a 6-pack. He be in the gym. He took all my gym equipment. Remember my gym in Detroit?
He did steal it.
Yeah, I don't have no more gym equipment. He took my whole gym.
My whole
business gone. My whole business is gone. Because he took it. But I'm okay with that because he works out every single day. Yeah, and
it's a very nice home gym.
Yeah, he takes good care of himself. He run around behind my kids, even though they got an 8-hour limit. He be like, "Come get your kids."
Right.
But it's cool. So I will say that, like, it's gotten better. But when my mama first died, a couple things happened right before my mama died. Right, like Trump got elected president for the first time. Right. And then my dad was acting crazy.
My poor baby.
So I was just like,
the world was ending.
Literally. Yo, I was like, shorty, like,
please pick a different time. Pick a different time.
You know what I'm saying? Could have gave me at least another 12 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, push through, baby, push through. But it was bad. It was just a very chaotic time. But we were able to figure it out. But I think I felt more like, who did this lady leave me with when she first? I think it complicated grief a lot for me. Yeah. Because I was still really mad at my dad for how he handled the period of her dying.
Like, why would you run away? Of all the things to do, running away.
And it wasn't even just running away. He just did some wild. It wasn't even just that. He did some wild stuff. I mean, it was just like, I to this day I can't figure out what he was thinking. And I still can't figure out what he was thinking. But he's just grown up so nicely. It's like watching it's not like my son, because he's very much my dad, right? But it's just like watching this person come into who they want to be. I think me and my dad were both very much people who, my mom was such a she was such a good person. Yeah. Like, she wasn't perfect and she was crazy as hell, but she was a good human. She was who she said she was. And so a lot of what we did and how we monitored ourselves was because, like, what WWJD, like, what would Jackie do? Type of thing. But when she was alive, it was very different because, like, you were interacting with her all the time. And then after she died, I just watched my dad kind of blossom into this person who, like, oh, he was paying attention. He was listening. Like, he did get some of the lessons. So we're in a good place now. But the first couple years after she died, we had some deep healing to do. We had to have some real conversations.
I think that it's shocking to our system to watch this other person who knew our moms before we existed have their own grief response, because and my therapist told me, she was just like, out, because right when my mom passed, the first thing my dad did was like reach out. He gave me some money. I don't know why he always thought that giving me money was the fix, but like, thanks for the money. But he reached out, he gave me some money. We went to like lunch one time and he was just like, we're gonna be better, things are gonna be better, blah 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 blah. And then I did not hear from him no more.
Yeah.
And my therapist told me, when I explained to her, like, yo, my dad reached out to me, da 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 da, she was just like, see, I really want you to manage your expectations, because this is very likely a grief response for him. Because I know that my father probably felt some guilt about not marrying my mom. Because everybody loved her. Like, Loretta was a vibe. Everybody loves her, and she really was a good woman. She had her things.
She was a human.
She was a human being. She was a human being.
Yeah.
Which was a shock for me to discover after she passed. Like, what do you mean you're a human? That's strange. But yeah, we already did that one. We might have to revisit, but we did that one. We did the I
done learned some stuff. But yeah, you're right.
My mom was a human being conversation, babes, go watch the episode. But like his grief, his guilt, his shame, his whatever it was he had going on, it showed up, and then he disappeared. And so, like, getting over that, I think that, I don't know why, but I am grateful that it's now happening. I am more confident in voicing my displeasure with people, and then trying to do it in a way that's not necessarily, like, I'm not trying to cut you up with my words, but this thing hurt me, and I need you to know that it did, and I'm not pleased about it. And I will also save some room to hear you out and potentially offer you some grace should you so deserve. But it took me a very long time to get to this place. Maybe I need to.
I'm still not there.
I gotta be talking to the lady again. But
yeah, I'm still not there.
But you were able to have the hard conversations with your dad. It took me till last year.
My dad made deposits though my whole life, so I had to look at it. Right, my daddy had made. That was, I was 25 when my mom died. I was 23 when my mom got really, really sick. So up until about 23 and a half, because that was when he lost his damn mind, he had made nothing but deposits. So he had a withdrawal to make.
Right.
Okay. He had a withdrawal to make. Because I'm still not there. And I be talking to the lady, and I don't think I ever want to get there, but we're not going to sidetrack there. I'm just saying. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm way more Peter than I am Jesus. I'll just put it like that.
And Jesus wasn't no hoe. However, Peter was not the one to order, so Peter was spicy.
He was. If
you don't believe it, go.
I feel.
Read your Bible.
Pick it up. It is kind of like a rat beef explained. Honestly, if you really want to get into pop culture, you should start with the story of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's lit. But I'll say that to say, I think that's why I was able to give my dad grace. And so I think it's also, I just think it's more nuanced when, you relationships are complicated, right? But I do love this season of watching you kind of figure out how to make space and grace. It's cool to see.
Thanks, friend. I don't think everybody gets the opportunity to appreciate it like you, because they ain't known me that long.
Yeah, but no, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, I think for the people who have, that is the general consensus. Everybody like, yes, bitch, yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am sad that your daddy did steal all your gym equipment, because I found a video of me from 2021, and baby,
I had you in shape.
It was snatched. Oh, guys.
I'm very good at what I do when I do it. I'll say
that.
I am. I'm gonna get back to it.
Dr. Freebird. Where is the I was supposed to bought the online program, but I need to buy it again for real because we got a trip coming.
We finna turn up for the situation. Can we say that? No,
it's a situation, right. And I need to be in shape.
It's a situation.
We going on a trip, y'all.
And we'll talk. Maybe. Ooh, can we bring our microphones? Can we talk about our feelings in the sun?
We next to each other. Talk about our feelings in the sun next to each other. We will have our microphones. We will have the camera, and I will have the tripod. And y'all are gonna get some episodes from the sun.
Some feelings, and we'll come back and summarize our situations with our pappies. But for now,
we're growing and glowing with them, and they're growing and glowing with us. And I am very, very grateful for that.
Yeah,
God,
my daddy, all right. I'm gonna keep them.
You should, and you know what? She shares because I feel like I got part of her dad too. Thanks, friend.
And he not real affectionate. He not gonna hug you.
He not. But he will let you stay at his house and eat the food in his refrigerator.
Yeah.
And work out on his equipment that he stole from you. He will do that. And honestly, what more could we ask for at this time?
I will say he kicked me off his phone plan today. It's a fresh wound. He told me I had to get off his phone plan and gave me 24 hours to do it. Do that? And it's fresh. It was today. So I just needed to process that all out. Thank you. You can close the episode out now. I just wanted to tell the world that my father betrayed me today. Talking about I'm grown. So, like, what are you talking about?
At what point does being grown make you not his little girl? I do not. We will need to contest
How about the first time he made me pay rent was on my birthday last year? Because December 1st rolled around and rent was due. And my dog was like, you got it. It's my birthday, sir. He been doing it's just like little trinkets of oddness. But I'm done. I'm done processing my feelings on the internet. If you want to put me on your phone plan, let me know. Sprinkle. I'm just saying the economy is hard right now. We need to come together.
Dr.
We're building community.
Yeah, that will just go ahead and end things there because our good sister is clearly in shock and is therefore saying things out of her mouth that maybe, we have social media. We have social media at No Mama No Manual. You can find our personal pages at Dr. Fitbrit, at I'm 2times. The links to the places and the spaces are going to be in the description with the rest of the stuff. We love you so much. Okay, see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.